How's the audio? Sound clean? Nice. All right, you can also get King in the background if you want every now and then. But what's up, guys? So we are doing a Yth Booth series. Right now, we're starting off with just me, but here's what we're going to talk about. During our primary message series, we offered up a question box, and so you guys could put in questions that you're asking about God, reading your Bible, prayer, worship, all sorts of things. And so we got some really cool questions back, and so you guys can submit more. We'll put in the link in the description. You can submit more questions, but today we're going to go over just a few of them, and so we'll go ahead and jump on in. The first question is this: how do I know? Wow. We got an alarm going off in the parking lot. Can you hear it in the mic, King? Oh, okay, we're good. Cool. First question is this: how do I know I'm on the right path already? How do I know I need to make a move and God already gave me what I need? Oh. Let me try to interpret what I think this question is saying. So how do I know if I'm on the right path already, and how do I know whether I need to make a move or whether God has given me everything that I need already? This is a great question. And I also want to say this: I don't really have answers as much as I have a response. And so I may not give you the exact answer, but I hope that I can give you a response. The Bible actually talks about how you have everything that you need for life and godliness. And so everything that you need to actually honor God to the best of your ability is already right in front of you. It's really more dependent on your will and your desire to move forward and do your best, right? Now I'll say this: if you feel like there's an opportunity that you have where you can do more good, it's your responsibility to try to take it. And it's your responsibility to have the conversations you need and have the people in your world that you need to help you become the best version of yourself and to do the most good that you possibly can. And so I hope that kind of helps. I don't know that it's necessarily, again, we don't have answers, we just have responses. But how do I know that I'm on the right path? I would say, are you loving people well? Are you trying your best to honor God? And the path is going to continue to be right as long as you continue to submit your life to God and say, God, take me wherever you want me to go. My goal is to honor you to the best of my ability. So, hope that helps. Rolling? All right. Bless you, Kingsford. Our next question is this: how to navigate the life lessons that we have received in life and poured into others but not yourself. All right. How do we navigate life lessons that we've received and have been poured into by others? This is a great question. I think this requires a lot of self-awareness, right? If you don't know where you are or where you're trying to go, right? Just awareness of who you are and whether a question is or a lesson that you're learning is pertinent to you. A lesson is designed to actually help you move forward, help you live a better and more effective life. And so if something's kind of resonating with you, you're like, oh, I feel that. That probably means that God's trying to tell you something. And the way he tells you things is oftentimes through other people. And so those lessons are really important. How do you navigate them? Well, you see if you can improve. If this is something that can actually help me honor God more, then yeah, that's good. Take it. If you feel like, you know what, this actually isn't something. Now, again, it takes self-awareness to know that, but the lesson, maybe it's not for you right now, but it'll be applicable for you in the future, or maybe it's for somebody that you can help. And so that's how I would navigate life lessons. Keep receiving, keep listening, and see what God might want to do with them. All right, is it still too loud? Are we good? Cool. Where am I at? How do I know if God is talking, or if it's just my own paranoia or anxiety, or is it Satan? First of all, this is such an honest question. I love this. My response to you would be this: is it trying to move you to love and honor and be closer and give grace and kindness and love to people, or is it trying to tell you to do something that is selfish and unkind, right? And the kindness could be directed towards yourself, but to be honest, you gotta kind of have a little bit of discernment to see, hey, is this thing that I feel like I'm supposed to do, is it gonna bring me closer to God, right? Is it gonna build my character? Does it require honor, respect, love, kindness, patience, consistency? Right? Is it a fruit of the Spirit? Because that's going to move you closer to God. I would argue that if it's not one of those things, then you probably need to stop listening to that voice. But that's a real question because it can get really jumbled in your head. So I hope that helps a little bit. You get it? All right, ready? What does God want his people to do on a daily basis except reading the Bible? One, I love that you know that you should read your Bible on a regular basis. That's fantastic. But two, I would say this. Your role as a Christian, as a believer, is actually to live a full and a big life, a life full of love and kindness. A thought that I think a lot about is that we should be, as believers, we should actually have a big soul, right? We shouldn't be small people, but we should actually have a lot of room in our soul for ideas and possibilities and people and kindness and ways of loving others. And so what I'd say is this: you should live your life to the fullest. Right? God actually wants us to be active and involved in different ways and different things in our world around us, and that we should be messengers of light. The Bible actually talks about how nobody lights a lamp and puts it under a bowl, or nobody, if salt loses its saltiness, it's no longer useful. Our role is actually to be living our lives in such a way that people are attracted to us, and then we can say, hey, you're attracted not to me, you're attracted to Christ in me. And so that's what I would say. Live a full, a big, a God-honoring life. Oh, let me, we're gonna go to the... Did it cut out again? Because it started to... All right, last one. Our last question today is this: if you are saved, can you be saved again? Right? Now, this is a great question, and I would argue that you don't necessarily need saving in your spirit again, right? When you're dead, when you're born, you're actually born spiritually dead. And so when you give your life to Jesus, that's the salvation moment. That's when your spirit comes to life, God breathes fresh into you, and you become a new creation, born of the flesh when you first are born, and then born of spirit when you give your life to Jesus. Now, this is what I'd say, is that just because you're spiritually saved doesn't mean your soul doesn't still have issues, right? Your mind, your will, your emotions. That's where depression, anxiety, worry, frustration, addictions, all sorts of things come from. And so you may still need saving or restoring in your soul. And so if that's the case, then yes, absolutely. Once you're saved in the Spirit, that actually creates way for you to be saved in different areas of your soul. And that takes a commitment to, in your relationship with God, that takes growing, that takes learning, that takes so many different things, that takes trusting God, that takes asking, that takes different elements. And so I know and I believe that once you're saved and you have a relationship with Jesus, you can actually step into healing and wholeness in that. And so I hope that helps a little bit. That would be my response. And we're going to get some more people on this, so it's not just going to be me. But we love you guys. Join us for the primary series. It's really talking about the basics of our faith. And so we'd love to have you join us. We got some geese in the back. They're wilding out. But we hope to see you guys soon. We love you. Submit questions because we want to answer them. And we'll talk soon. Bye.